The following program is wholly sponsored and produced by Stu Taylor on Business, which is responsible for its content. The opinions and information provided on today's show are those of the guests and or their respective companies and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of this station. It is strongly recommended that all listeners conduct their own due diligence on all companies mentioned and or seek out the advice and counsel of a financial professional. The guests on this show may pay a fee to appear on the show and are not affiliated with the show in any manner. This is Stu Taylor on Business. Now, Stu Taylor.
All right, great to have you with us. Good morning. And we're really going to open up here with an interesting guest on a topic that I find fascinating because I'm always wondering what we can do to improve our health. And this gentleman has written a book. His name is Faris Al-Hajari, and the book is called The Miracle and Wonders of Treatment from Hot Water. The book is published by Author House, and you can go to authorhouse.com, amazon.com, barnesandnoble.com. It's in paperback. And here's the treat for all of you. When you listen to this, you're going to want a copy. The first 5 callers, you were listening, the first 5 callers who call in and leave their name and address. You don't have to leave a phone number or anything. You're not going to be followed up with. First 5 callers, leave your name and address with Matt, and you'll get copies of the book courtesy of Faris. He's here to join us, and welcome to the show. It's nice to have you on.
Thank you very much, Stu. It's a good morning to you there in the U.S. and here in the Middle East and Oman is good evening.
All right. Well, good evening to you, sir. And
thank you.
a little bit about your background, why you wrote the book, and what the basic premise of the book is, all right?
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. First, my full name is Faris Rashid Al-Hajri. I'm from the Sultanate of Oman. I was born and spent most of my childhood in Africa. I was strongly influenced by the Western cultures. I crossed the 7 seas to marry a Christian Filipino nurse. Her name is Gloria. We are blessed with 2 kids sharing the same birthday. I'm actually quantity surveyor by profession in engineering and became workaholic looking for uncertainty that accumulated from my childhood history until the final achievement of my dream, where I ended up discovering the physical and mental health cure through the miracle and wonders of treatment from hot water, and the other book, The Values of Well-Being and Secrets for Better Living. Actually, I was emotionally affected by the separation of my parents since my childhood. I never knew them until I reached 6 years old. I was never raised by my parents, including my divided family members, due to the suffering of my mother with a chronic disease that lasted for 35 years. Due to this reason, she underwent 10 surgeries throughout her life, suffering from cancer of the womb, which finally took her life. I then became workaholic, which leads me to acquire various diseases, such as allergic rhinitis, asthma, lumbago, a series of migraine. I underwent various personal researches, where I finally achieved this wisdom on my scientific discovery, turning my dream to reality, where I became asymptomatic by just abiding the methods of drinking hot water without any medicine. I also achieved to cure many people with various diseases, including my wife, Gloria, from cholesterol and food poisoning, including my 2 children, Kais and Sami. All my family members are completely away from all types of medicines for the last 5 years. We only abide the methods of drinking hot water on a daily basis of our life. Even whenever we encounter any form of seasonal health complications, food poisoning, or any other disease. With this, I would strongly recommend you to order this book from Author House, the book publisher. Thank you.
All right, well, that's great. Now, how much hot water should you drink? And we've got to make our answers a little short so we can get in the entire interview here. How much hot water should people drink?
In my book, I actually recommend between 8 to 10 glasses of hot water every day. Yeah.
8 to 10 glasses of hot water, okay.
Yes, hot water. It's about 50 degrees centigrade, and it's just a water that you can afford to drink, and a different gulp. So that is, and you follow the methods of drinking hot water, as I mentioned in my book, where I mentioned also 2 times where you needed to drink hot water. Early in the morning, wake up, 2 glasses of hot water, standing position, and I have explained there why. And the other one is before having your meal, half an hour or 15 minutes, to protect you from the hydrochloric acid from the food. And the remaining just split all over. So it's just all mentioned in my book, the methods of drinking hot water.
All right, now, why not cold water?
Yeah, because the cold water will solidify the fat in our body, and that will be the cause of many health complications. And all this has been revealed by scientists about the side effects of cold water, actually. So cold water is our number one enemy. I completely advise everyone to be away from cold water and to start by the methods of drinking hot water, simply because hot water is the source of creation and growth of every human being inside the womb of his mother. So a human being, once he's created, the moment he passed through the 9 months of the growth in the womb of his mother, he's protected with the hot water, which they call it amniotic fluid, simply 99% water at 99.5 Fahrenheit degrees, so hot water.
So it removes the toxins from your body,
exactly.
and it's there are so many diseases and ailments you can't even begin to list them all. You say it really can solve all of them.
Exactly. It neutralizes the toxins, melts the fats inside our body, and kills harmful bacteria. So with this, you can assure to enjoy a healthy life.
So why do you think people would adopt your scientific discovery on the miracle and wonders of treatment from hot water, published by Author House, and why hasn't the medical community adopted this?
That's a great question. Thank you. You see, our scientific discovery of the miracle and wonders of treatment from hot water will soon be the one of the most imperative achievements known throughout the human civilization. I'll tell you some of the examples. Hot water is the only source of creation and growth of every human being. Without any exemption, and without it, no human being will ever survive during the 9-month period of his birth, prior to birth. The human body is composed of 75% water. Hot water is the most powerful medicine with no form of any side effects from it. Simply, it's purely natural, and it has any side effect of chemical content in it. It is the cheapest and easiest. You simply need to abide and understand its benefits, all as revealed in my book. Hot water not only cures diseases, it also including those chronic ones, and it prevents from getting sick in many instances from the powerful antioxidants it contains, and helps strengthening our body's immune system, increasing the brain memory as well. You see, hot water naturally purifies and detoxifies our bodies from all impurities. It's also known to all religions as holy, making hot water easily embraced by all humankind in respect to its religion, race, creed, sex, age, and so on. The whole world, including the richest countries, is witnessing a global financial crisis, leading to overwhelming cutting down to healthcare budgets, including the U.S. Moreover, many families and even individuals are now facing an unprecedented cost in healthcare, with a spiraling healthcare cost every year. So all these are the reasons to explain why it will be adopted by and embraced by people.
All right, joining us is Faris El-Hajari. The book is The Miracle and Wonders of Treatment from Hot Water, published by Author House. Go to authorhouse.com or Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com. The first 5 callers, just leave your number with Matt. There's no gimmick. I don't want a phone number, just your name and address. If you want a copy of this book, I know we'll have a lot of calls coming in. The first 5 will receive copies. Just leave your name and address, and we'll have them mailed out through Faris or Author House. 888-205-2263. 888-205-2263. Call in. So basically, what are your objectives here in doing this other than creating better health around the world? What are your objectives?
Oh, thank you very much. That's a good question. You see, I have some objectives. It's to achieve more scientific evidence about the scientific miracles of hot water treatment in coordination with health and academic institutions and researchers in all fields, mostly in the natural health. Secondly, conducting further lectures, seminars, participating in events and conferences on the natural health, wellness, and throughout the healing powers of hot water therapy and the values of well-being. Next is contributing to a cost-less physical and mental health care, peacemaking, and poverty diminishing in order to achieve the 5 factors of wealth, as I revealed: faith, health, happiness, skill and knowledge, and finally, blessed money. And finally is contributing to the unity of all the people of the world in respect to their cultures, religions, and so on, through the means of all the factors that unite human beings, as I revealed. Simply, just remembering that we all came from the same source of creation, and we all share the same first created human beings, who are simply Adam and Eve. We both believe on that.
Faris, we've got just a minute left here. Briefly, in about 40 seconds, what's your message to the people listening to this show?
Thank you very much. You see, the United States is known as the richest and freest country in the world. It also possesses the most educated workforce in the world. Men and women have been free to follow the dictates of their own conscious freedom of worship, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of political convictions, freedom of the fullest exercise of their own personal initiative and mission of their choice, and they have been protected by a government which assure them the fruits of their effort. You see, I have found that truly the U.S. is the land of opportunities, a land of freedom, a land that has embraced all the people from all the countries of the world in respect to their colors, religion, doctrines, look, shape, and so on. I have visited many states in the U.S. and traveled by road from south to north and was impressed with the marvelous treatment from people. You see, chronic diseases have tremendously spread all over the world, including the most powerful and richest country in the world. As per the latest survey revealed in Wikipedia, on chronic diseases. In the United States alone, nearly 1 in 2 Americans, that by means 133 million, has a chronic medical condition.
On that note, we have to say thank you so much. Call it in to 888-205-2263. Get your free book. The first $5, The Miracle in Wonders Retreat from Hot Water, Paris, Al Hajari.